Hello and welcome to the video, and thank you for checking out the channel. So today the plan is to finish our playthrough here of what's it called, Hogwarts Legacy on the Xbox Series X, playing the game on hard difficulty while being a Hufflepuff. So while I quickly sort out stuff by here for the stream, quickly go over the jargon. If you enjoy this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Would be greatly appreciated and would really help with the channel, the growth, that is. So look here, yeah, that's alright. Games category is also correct. Alex has messaged me. We'll check that in a second. So yeah, today we'll more than likely end up going over the 2-hour mark because I just want to finish the game today. So can you hear me? Oh, yes, you can. Fantastic. Right. So yeah, as you can see, well, maybe not. But so since the previous part, I now have 25 Wiggenwelds. We are, I believe, level 20. Oh yeah, so nearly 24, as you can see. So I've gone up a whole level and nearly a second entire level. I have all 10 skills for spells. I've got 3 Dark Arts spells, which is the Crucio Mastery to link cursed enemies together. The Avada Kedavra Mastery, which will kill all cursed enemies if you hit one with an Avada Kedavra. And also Curse Sapper, so for every cursed enemy I kill, I regain health. Just all useful stuff basically, and it's going to make the ending a lot easier. Room of Requirement, we got a few more of these. I think I bought this one, Thunderbrew one. So if we level up twice, I might grab these two before the end of the game. I don't think I grabbed anything here. But yeah, so we're just going to start off by doing the quest which is less likely to actually trigger, which is this one. Because this one by here actually has a level requirement. So this one might just be talking to Poppy and then we'll come back to it. So we'll do this one, either do the whole quest or just start it up and then do the one here with Natsai. Depending on if this is actually a fully fledged quest or not will obviously determine what we're doing here. Yeah, so the plan is finish off the quest for Natsai, finish off the quest for Poppy, and then only one ad this time. Can't go wrong with that. And yes, you will be seeing Avada Kedavras today, do not worry. I actually have it this time. No, not this time, I actually have it. So, as you can see, nothing to use her on just yet. But yeah, that shredder, it looks so cool that you sent the Call of Duty shredder skin.
And
hello,
you say
friends.
they made it after you placed the moonstone.
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as...
Lumos.
and yet only run so deep.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've changed my gear so I'm a lot better now, but I forgot to put my pumpkin back on. We're also going to have to remove the glasses so that stupid black dot disappears. Some sweaty fucks using that, mind. Oof. Just got a nice win though, first game. Not a pumpkin. Back to being the pumpkin now.
It's good to see you again, Doran.
Don't you worry.
Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did. And I am glad to see that you are both safely returned.
Oh, never mind.
I did question
yeah,
the wisdom of
jump
sending
it,
you on a path
jump to conclusions
at a time
over there,
when that
but it's all
path
good, we
was
let you off this
unknown
time.
at best. Deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try to kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend. But I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the
I'm
best
getting
place to
better
start,
at
is
this
it not?
battle royale.
Many
Battle
moons
royale.
ago, I divined a series of events.
Maliki. What's
Their
Maliki?
meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers.
Oh yeah, when I was going over all the
believe
games
the
that I
symbol
would be
created by the
wanting to
Mooncast
stream if I
dance
had
marks the place
if I could
the
stream on
Snidgets
Switch
are
the other
in.
day. I
And
forgot to mention this is on
serendipitously,
Xbox. I also want to do a
believe that I
playthrough for
know the
Marvel's
very
Midnight
place.
Suns when all the
Please, go on.
DLCs
I
come
have
out for that
seen
game.
that symbol only once, on a rock face.
And the
in
Morbius
cliffs of the
DLC actually came
forest.
out today.
You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
So they're leaving the Storm
If you're right about
DLC
this
for
place,
last.
then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
Oh, this Battle Royale shenanigans. Ah, right, okay. What happens now? I think that might be... Yeah, okay, so... As I suspected, that one doesn't actually trigger the quest. God damn. Natsai wants us to travel across the bloody world. Yeah, when you get into it, the Battle Royale format isn't too bad. Like, especially for me, at least, if you're playing with other people. Because the only
It's like a
Battle
place
Royale
right
I've
out of a
played
storybook.
is Fortnite. And like I played a little... I'm not sure if I played it with you, but I played a bit of Fortnite with Mav. And I had fun with it while playing it co-op. And I've also played it with my brother Josh and... a sec, there we go. And my niece, his daughter, a few times. And I had a load of fun then. But I think I also had a load of fun then because I was able to play as Goku and shoot Kamehamehas at people. So, you know, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, you know, there's no way you're not going to enjoy that. But that flipping Fortnite is ludicrous when you play a bit of it now. Because I was running around now and again as Goku. I was getting attacked by Spider-Man, I think it was, Carnage, and bloody Sasuke from Naruto. So it was just so weird. And it's just annoying because if that game came out when I was younger, I don't even want to know how much money I would have wasted on it, because the crossovers that they have in that game are completely targeted at me half the time, and I would not have been able to resist it when I was younger. Master Chief being in the game,
Are you ready to finish, Harlow?
well, Geralt now.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and
I'm
for
not sure if he's in it now. I've seen him
What
on
is
the
your
pictures
plan?
though recently on
I received an owl
Xbox.
from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any
Mrs.
luck going
Bickle?
after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
I know.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Yeah, I don't think we are stronger than Harlow, but
Agreed.
like
Let's
I'm
finish
stronger
this.
than Harlow
Brilliant.
because I can use ancient magic. You're just
Harlow's reign
a
ends
student
today.
who's a 5th year.
Perhaps we
So
ought to
realistically, you are not stronger than Harlow,
I
but
already sent
I'll
an
allow
owl
you to
to
live
let
in this
you know that
delusion.
we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Pickle.
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they
all
are finished.
massacred.
And I think she knows that.
And not just the
As do
men,
you.
but the women
That
and
I
children
do.
too.
Keep an eye out. Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Hello.
Where is he?
I do not know.
Oh, look, fireworks. Yeah, what terrible fireworks. No. Now! You're on my team now. Alright, fine, we'll do it. There's one. There's two. What we're going to do is levitate an Ashwinder soldier. Is there any soldiers about? Will you stop with that? Gee, thanks, friend. Expulso!
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion.
Isn't it the other way around? I'm the big
You
cheese
two have
around
done
here.
quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself
That's a
on
cool
my
jacket. Look at that with the snake on the back.
skills.
Yeah, technically you can't kill him in one because of this bit by here, but I technically did kill him. Yeah, I genuinely hate this bit. I think it's stupid. The aftermath of this bit, anyway.
No! Natty!
I'll go wand, the little spirally bit on the top. See how much faster these battles go when you have a Vada Kedavra. 12 minutes in and I already did the first mission I wanted to do. There we are. Harlow's Last Stand. Yeah, this bit by here.
Are you sure you are
Unless
up
I'm
for
not
a visitor?
understanding it properly, I think
Yes,
this is
Mother.
stupid.
I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
I don't
Very
know
well.
why
But do
Crucio
not overdo
paralyzed
it,
Natsai.
I know,
We've
Mother.
literally been hit with that spell ourselves earlier in the playthrough, or you can hit someone else with it. And also, Ominous was said to be hit by it as a
is
child.
good to see
Why
you,
does
my
it
friend.
paralyze her? And if she's not paralyzed, why is she in a wheelchair?
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe.
I'm holding
I
her
was
hand, look.
relieved when she told me that you were all right.
What were you thinking?
What on earth possessed you to do something like that?
I don't know, but what other choice did I have? You were in danger.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What?
No, it's not.
No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well,
You made a choice to protect me. You didn't think about it, you just acted.
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty?
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh. Oh my. I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today. then I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
Yeah, and I
From what I
hate
know
this
of him,
revelation. It
seems
feels
there's a
so
lot of your father in
forced to
you.
me. Like,
That's very kind of you to
are
say.
you really so stupid that it
hope
took
that you
you
are right.
this long to
has all
realize
been a
why
bit
your
much,
father
hasn't
protected
it?
you? You know,
Taking down
like,
Harlow
I get
and
it's
the rest
supposed
of
to be a
Rookwood's
nice
lot.
moment, but
we have done it. Rookwood is dead.
I don't know.
Harlow
It
is
doesn't
on his
hit.
way to Azkaban,
Doesn't
and
hit
the
home
rest
for
of them
me.
are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you,
Because
but
of me.
we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It
There
is
we
always
are.
good to see you.
And we got that little conversation done as well. Pong. Right, now while we're waiting for... oh, there we are. Poppy is ready for us. So before we do that, let's quickly do this. Alahamura. Yeah, I didn't even use any healing potion. But while we are here, before... Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, I've also got a nice amount of battle plants, I guess, and other potions as well, so we should be ready for Ranrock today. Before we go continue the quests and the story, we're going to quickly travel back to the Room of Requirement so I can grab what I can. So you can get these, which I highly recommend. They're called hopping pots, I think, or hopping cauldrons, probably more accurately. And that's these things by here. And they brew a random potion for you every 12 minutes. So as you can see there, you know, it's not bad going. And we'll grab these as well. Right, and now let's go see Poppy. I can't believe how fast we done that mission. I was concerned we were going to go over the 2-hour mark. At this rate, we'll be finished with the Poppy quest line as well in like 15 minutes or so. And then we have an hour and a half to finish the game. Depulso!
How remarkable.
What was this? Sorry was in a match fucking camp. It's all good. Swear that was a cheater though. His reticle was on me, following me through the wall. Yeah, that's usually some sort of an indication, isn't it?
At least we're out of the classroom.
Could have potentially just,
I got here as soon as I could.
I don't know,
Did you
been
see
good
the
instinct
symbol
if he's
above the
seen you
entrance?
before you went behind
It's
a wall,
the
but
one the
probably
Moonpaths
not.
made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step
Actual
ahead of the poachers.
Snidgets?
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide
No,
us.
he was waiting in
Even
the
if
room and
poachers
suddenly
do
knew I
somehow
was coming
stumble upon
while...
this place, we should be
Oh,
on
well, yeah,
guard.
that's definitely some funny business going on there, isn't it? You missed the first Avada Kedavra, but don't worry, there will be more. Whoops. Quickly, I'll grab a cat. No, no, where you going, cat? Come back. Haha! Got ya. Oh, what good's one cat? Let's get to a friend. And what good's a friend if we don't get to a fuck buddy? Come on, let's get to a fuck buddy. That's right, your friend will be jealous. Let's get her a fuck buddy as well. There we are. Now everyone's happy. Right. Let's chuck Crucio back on, and now let's actually continue with the story.
Greetings.
Hello, Doran.
I hope we haven't
Dora?
kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do
No?
you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does
over there.
happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect.
Revelio.
There is only one way to find
Oh,
out.
there's a spider over there.
As for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
2 seconds, mate.
Since someone's not afraid of the dark.
No. Ah. What am I aiming at?
Stupefy.
Okay. Let's chuck that in its place. So we need... I can't remember which one... Alright, so that's the sun, I guess, and that's the moon. Does it say which... Is it, how do you... Oh, we'll just figure it out in a second. So we want...
I wonder if the pillars move.
that
at all.
symbol with a dot and the line going through it. Right, it's that one. Where you are. And where's the sun? Ah, right here. Right. So let's bring you over here. And bring you. No, that's... Oh, no, I made this mistake before. You gotta have the light pointing at them. Yeah, I made this mistake last time.
That did it.
There we go.
Doran, perhaps.
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I
Honestly, I love it when games do
At least
cool
for a
ass doors
time.
like these.
You're not
One of my
coming in with
favourite
us.
things about Kingdoms of Amalur.
If the Snidgets are here,
Speaking of which, I really need to play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. I bought that day one and I still haven't finished it. Maybe in the future I can do a hard mode playthrough for that, because I did a hard mode playthrough for Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. So doing a hard mode playthrough for Re-Reckoning would...
So many books.
I think it'd be my first
haven't
game I've
seen my
ever
grand
did a
study.
playthrough for, and then did another playthrough for with a remake of the same game.
Look at the
I might be
murals on
wrong.
the wall. They're all creatures. This place must
You know
have
what?
been
What?
built to protect
Oh,
them.
look at that.
They had nothing to fear.
That's a seahorse.
What makes you say that?
Some
The poacher
Sort.
camps always felt oppressive.
that one.
It's hard to explain, but
Oh, that's
the
a
feeling
unicorn
was
of
palpable.
some. It's a unicorn
At
of a
least
fat
to me.
ass.
The sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps.
Yeah, sure. I'm certain that's the vibe you're getting. not in too much of a hurry now, because we managed to do the first of the planned quests today in a nice timely manner. So that's very reassuring, because it means now I can just take my time with this, enjoy it. Although, to be fair, I didn't even rush the first one, really. I just went into the area and kicked ass and took names, and then left. There wasn't really much to see. A Puffskein statue. You couldn't give me, like, a dragon or, I don't know, a Graphorn. I'm not even sure if there is a Graphorn or a dragon statue. I think there's a Phoenix statue. Oh, wait a minute. Swapped with this one where I have Bombarder. But we need... What are you shooting at?
Lumos.
I believe we need Lumos in here. Yeah, we do. You can see the vines ahead of us, look.
Confringo.
So, I don't know why, but one of my favourite scenes in all of Harry Potter with like a spell
Whoever built this place certainly liked to
is
read.
actually, I think it's
And
the
books
start
all
of the
about
third
creatures.
movie, where
My
Harry's
gran
just
would love
in
it
his
here.
bed practicing,
She
and he does
would.
Lumos Maxima
wait to tell
under
her
the
all
sheet,
about it.
like, and then it
Lumos.
creates like the title screen and stuff. I don't know why, I just really like the Lumos Maxima, the way how he does it. I know, and it's like nothing to write home about. It's nothing fancy, but it's just one of my favourite
I'll wager
parts.
this isn't the dead end it seems to be.
Also, the
get
the
through.
Expecto Patronum scene. I absolutely love the Expecto Patronum one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
But I think everyone likes the Expecto Patronum one. Well, he said imagine, so anyway. Up you go. Right.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Right. Oh.
Accio.
Oh yeah. Leave it alone, that's the correct one.
Glacial.
Did she knock it off?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
And that'll do.
Incendio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Haha, take that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio.
Of course.
Wingardium Leviosa.
How clever.
Of course, what? Ain't nothing special about that.
Revelio.
May as well.
Look at this
Hello?
place.
Little puppy squeaking. Forgot how to cover your tracks.
What was that?
Who said that? Oh,
That's for certain.
torture a burning enemy. Yeah, I did the wrong way around.
You will fall!
Come on, friends.
Miserable weed. Little the lab returns to the woods. Incendio! Shall we finish what we started? Miserable weed. You'll need to be quicker than that.
Doran, my man. Alec? Was it Alec? Alec?
Ready your wands. The fight was only
Maybe we can, innit? something like that.
This is you.
Ah! There we are. Oh, what a waste. That one was nearly dead.
I think that was all of them.
Are the two of you unharmed?
I wouldn't say unharmed, but
It was too late.
we're fine.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did,
I would have just had to have killed more. Or just Alec.
Finish your work here. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
Yeah, I don't like how that guy just suddenly just like, oh yeah, I'm glad I've seen this. I believe everything that you've said, brother. It's like, come on, now, that's a bit of a like that. That's why I like that's the collector on the outside. Sebastian's questline so much because it's the most believable. It's not just a character goes mad or suddenly becomes friends with another character like these ones do, or where this one is. You know, it's a slow build up, and he gets progressively worse and worse as the quest goes on, and he just becomes mad. And you know, he'll do anything to save his sister, and it just keeps ramping up. Where this one, I like where it goes. Don't get me wrong. I like the whole thing with the Snidgets. I like getting to hang out with the centaurs. The dragon mission was really cool. I don't know. There's something about this ending. It's just
Now,
like.
all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to?
I do find it stupid how when we give the dragon egg back to the dragon, she like doesn't kill us, but you know, I'm willing to
I
overlook
only
that.
ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it.
Alright, I will. Abracadabra! Oh yeah, look at them.
They're lovely. But what
That's
happens
a really
now?
nice animation.
They
I
can't
like
care
that.
for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance.
Oh
No
no.
harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It
Hello,
is you
friends.
who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that.
What was that black line across Doran there? That looked very untextured. So I really, really hope, either for a
You
sequel or a
both
DLC
brave.
for this game,
Allow
they have
us
you
to
go
carry
into the 6th year and you get to do like
It's
the
all right,
Tri-Wizard
Doran. I think I'd
tournament
like to stay
as
behind
part
and
of
spend
it.
a little more time with the Snidgets.
A bird in the hand. Are they still there? Oh, look, you can actually see them. They literally don't do anything. They're not even moving. They're all died. Maybe they're asleep. But they just hatched. Why would they be asleep? Right. The final repository. Oh, we're not allowed to bring up the map. We have to leave. Am I going to get attacked on my way out or something? What time are we on? Yeah, 35 minutes. So if I can finish the fight with Ranrock within the hour, that will then give us half an hour or 25 minutes to like talk with Professor Weasley, do the house cup, and get the credits done, which would be nice. I'm not too bothered though, because if I don't, it's because I did something poor here, really. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fast travel to the room of requirement, and then we'll walk down to the secret chamber rather than fast travel. I know it's not the most efficient way of doing it, but this is our last trip through the castle together in this playthrough, so like obviously we'll get to see a bit more of the castle. When we have to talk to Professor Weasley and do the house cup, and you know, for those little bits by there. But this is still the last time we'll do a walk of this particular kind. And I must say, it has been a fun time. It has been an adventure. I've done 2 playthroughs for this game, literally back to back. Which I don't think I've ever done that for a game before. The closest to doing back to back of the same game is the Fable trilogy, doing Fable 1, 2 and then 3 back to back, but those are obviously different games. I might have done almost back-to-back playthroughs for Jedi Fallen Order, but I don't think they were literally back-to-back. I don't know, with this I have technically done 2 streams of Atomic Heart, but I checked yesterday. In the last 28 streams that I've done since my first impression stream of Hogwarts Legacy, 28 streams since then, might be 29 now, I'm not sure if it includes my yesterday stream, but 25 of those 28 videos were Hogwarts Legacy. I did 1 Wolong stream and 2 for Atomic Heart, and that's it. Every other stream was just Hogwarts Legacy.
I was trapped on the grand staircase for an hour the
Oh,
other day.
poor thing. I'm not sure how you got trapped in this game's version of the grand staircase, because the stairs don't shift, they just appear and reappear as you get near them. Come on, once for the road, my man. Yes, he's doing it! Oh, my man. They really need to do an update so this one on the floor gets his revenge against that one, because it's always the one on the right who beats up the one on the left. They should do an update where, I don't know, where the guy who usually does the beating grabs his mace to kill the other guy, and he like moves out of the way and then knocks him out or something. It'd be funny. So I do love this castle, and I genuinely can't wait to not play this game for a month or 2 and then come back and play my Slytherin character. It's going to be so great.
Alohomora.
Like, not rediscovering, but re-remembering and forgetting certain parts of the castle. So I suppose there will be a small element of rediscovering, but
Revelio.
oh, a wand handle. A wand? Is this the one that has the must be the other classroom. It's a shame that they... Well, actually, I love the fact that these classrooms are down here despite the fact that you don't even get to use them. But it's a shame that you don't get to use them.
Revelio.
Oh. I don't think it's you. I think I must have missed a page in here or something. Yeah, there we go. This is the Muggle Studies classroom, isn't it? Important Muggle artifact. Honestly, like, I don't know what it is, just this game, it's really, like, just completely captivated me. Which is why I, even if, like, when I think about it, there are loads of, maybe not loads, but there are quite a few games that come out this year that I know I'm gonna absolutely love. And I'm gonna have a ton of fun with, like Jedi Survivor, as a recent one, you know. But I don't think any game this year, other than Tears of the Kingdom, is going to completely grip me the way that this game has. Because one of my favourite franchises is Fire Emblem. And Fire Emblem came out about a month, I think, before this. But I didn't get to play it until about a week and a half to 2 weeks later, because I was visiting Evie's family with her. And I hadn't even finished Fire Emblem, and I completely stopped playing it for about a week.
I had to defend myself
because I couldn't stop playing this.
Are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He got what he deserved. I had to defend myself.
He would have killed me.
Same with the Resident Evil 4 remake. I've never played Resident Evil 4, so I'm excited to experience it for the first time.
You did what you had
but
to do.
I don't think it's going to come close.
Gone, the
like,
community
same for Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Right,
I think I'm going to really love those games, but I don't think they're going to grip me in the same way that this has. Rebirth will be close, I think, but I don't think Rebirth will be quite like this. Depends on how far into the story they go and which bits they they use for the second part.
The trials, to ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you
Starfield
know,
is another one that could potentially
light.
come close, but
simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean
I think it's the fact that with Hogwarts Legacy, I haven't been a massive fan of Harry Potter since it first came out in the books, or even the movies. I didn't get into the franchise properly until like the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it.
No, I won't.
Leave our legacy in your hands.
Professor Fig will, though. Like, I seen the Philosopher's Stone in the cinema with my mum and my brother, which is a nice memory from when I was younger. But the problem with that is my memory of that was of my brother's friend spoiling bits of the movie, like him telling us when the troll attack was going to happen because he was a knobhead. So that ruined my experience with that movie. And then I watched Goblet of Fire in the cinema when that one came out, and I had another somewhat negative experience where the cinema kind of like the screening kind of broke down and we had to leave halfway through the movie and come back the following day to actually watch it properly then.
I should hope that the
but I forgot to hit send as Hunter's chicken on the brain. Right, I'm back to talking. I was supposed to send keeping you tabs.
They will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was.
Yeah, but Hunter's chicken's amazing. I can understand that.
They know where to find the door through which we entered.
And it's all good. I just been talking, whatever. But yeah, like the reason why this game I think has grabbed me as much as it has is because I've loved the world since I got into it. Like I know me getting into it, Deathly Hallows 1 or 2 round about that time, it's quite late compared to some people, but it is still technically like over 10 years ago or something. At this point I got into Harry Potter, like when it gripped me, it proper grabbed me and never let go. Because my cousin loves Harry Potter as well, and I've always been close to my cousin. We've like been more like brothers than cousins, and that was something that helped us bond even more. So I think that's why like I just grabbed it with both hands sort of thing, or just completely just let it take over when I started getting into it. And then I like playing the Lego Harry Potter games. I had tons of fun with those. Playing the actual movie title games, which aren't so great, but I had fun with them. But then to play a Harry Potter game or a Wizarding World game, which is objectively amazing,
We need to press on.
I think is why I've been so consumed by it, and why I don't think Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor will be as impactful to me, because Jedi Fallen Order was an amazing Star Wars game. KOTOR 1 and 2 were amazing Star Wars games. You know, Republic Commando. There's already been plenty of amazing Star Wars games that have helped me immerse myself so much in the world. Oh, hello, Joe.
Where are the other professors?
Alright, help us out, mate. Yeah, I got me a new friend. I did, Professor. Come on. There we go. Same thing applies with most games that I'm excited for. Like, I can't even really think of any bad Zelda games. You know, so I've never had a problem finding a truly good, a truly good Zelda game. Same. Go on, I'll grab you. With Final Fantasy, there's, you know, so
Very perceptive.
there's that extra sort of layer for this game where it's the first game of this kind which has truly been just objectively amazing.
It worked. Let's go.
Starfield, you could argue, but Starfield will be just more Bethesda games, isn't it? So it's just going to be like playing Skyrim or Fallout just in space. So I'm expecting it to be amazing, but I don't already have a pre-existing connection to the world. If the new Fable came out this year, though, that one would be the closest to replicating the feeling. Oh, what a good Abra! Ah, yeah!
How nice of this. Let's get this.
Oh, where the hell did we go?
Red Rock's army. I won't.
I'll check your message in a sec, darling. I don't want to die. Pop!
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
Yeah, okay, what's this? Game of the year for me is definitely... Oh, fuck off with these Dark Souls 3, man.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Was Dark Souls 3 even the game of the year it came out? Like, actually. What else came out? The year Dark Souls 3 came out. Ah, the professors of Hogwarts. Dark Souls 3 release. 2016. Alright.
Evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way. We shall make quick work of them.
Best games of 2016. What came out in 2016? Well, this is Metacritic, so not really much to go on. Uncharted 4. No. Oh, The Witcher. Blood and Wine expansion, so no.
Time to move.
What else came out this year? What else did come out? Come on, show me something good. Titanfall 2. Why is Dark Souls 3 separated as a PC and a PS4 release to show you the best games of the year? Stardew Valley on Xbox and PC. Just condense them into Dark Souls. Dishonored 2. That'll probably be my game of the year. Fire Emblem Fates, which would be Revelation, Conquest, and Birthright. Doom 2016. Possibly a better game than Dark Souls to me. Pokemon Sun and Moon, not really better than Dark Souls 3, but I really enjoyed them. What else came out this year? Rise of the Tomb Raider, Gears of War 4, no, that's not as good. Ooh, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, but that's a remake, so it doesn't count. We'll go up to 100 games. Because right now we're on 87. We've got Doom again, because it's different versions of the game. Bioshock the Collection, again, that's a remaster, so it doesn't count. Right, yeah, so from that list, from Metacritic anyway. The joke is no game has come out this... No, Elden Ring came out last year. Yeah, but you haven't played half of the good games that came out this year yet. You haven't played Fire Emblem Engage. You haven't played Hogwarts Legacy.
Couldn't be better, Professor Hecat.
Thank you, Professor.
You haven't played the Dead Space remaster, remake, which is like that's a phenomenal remake.
Stop!
Bam! Ah! Oh damn, I didn't even hit him. Expulso! Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. I'm gonna get attacked by a troll now, aren't I? Yeah, that's
Look out! Another troll. This one's worse than the last.
Since when don't you have a switch?
Stop him!
We couldn't be happier to see you, Professor Jones.
Welcome to the team, friends. Out of the way, Professor. I just fucking teleported. I really hate when they teleport. I think it's bullshit. Sit down, you bugger. Because I don't play any Switch games. I don't have a Switch because I don't play any Switch games. And I'll get Hogwarts when it's on sale because I don't like Harry Potter, so I might not actually like it. Yeah, but I think that's not accurate, because this game isn't Harry Potter. The closest connection to Harry Potter is a few ghosts and the castle. The story, the characters, and the world, like the world of Harry Potter is the wizarding world. Harry Potter is an individual in the world. It's like saying I don't like Lord of the Rings because I don't like Aragorn, essentially. I know the movies are called Harry Potter, but he's not the most important aspect of the story, no, of like the world. He is of that particular story. Or more Frodo, I suppose, because Frodo's the main character for Lord of the Rings. The game itself has nothing to do with Harry Potter. And as you've mentioned a few times, that you really like the world of Harry Potter. So the thing that you'd have to like to enjoy this game, you do like. Which you mentioned, like the wizarding world itself has interested you. Okay, but I've never been hugely invested in the series, so you can understand why I'm in no rush. Oh no, I understand. I'm not saying that you're wrong for not wanting to get it. I just mean, what I'm saying is, I don't think not being a big fan of the movies is a reason that you wouldn't enjoy the game, because they don't have anything to do with each other. It's like, did you play The Lord of the Rings War in the North? That had very little to do with the movies and books. It was just set in the world of Lord of the Rings, and it was a fantastic game. I like the world, yes, but some of the things that I want to know about aren't covered. No, I didn't. Oh, War in the North is a really cool game. I'm not sure if it's probably still playable. It's like a free-player co-op game, but you can also play a single-player. You got to create your own character. I think anyway, if I remember correctly, you could play as an elf, a human, or a dwarf.
Think of all
and you got to pick your own class and stuff. It's similar in some ways to this actually. You'd get new gear, get better equipment. And you went through a story that was centered around the north. So where Frodo and them were going south to Mordor, you was doing a battle that was taking place at the same time, but in the north of Middle-earth. That's all I really remember of the game, but it was fantastic.
You are now the keeper of whatever power it holds.
What parts of the world, or of like of the wizarding world, do you want to know about that aren't in this game? Right. So last time we went for the super evil option, and I've also gone for the super good option. So we're going to go for the kind of good option now, which is I intend to keep it contained here.
I can't keep the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, inclling Professor Weasley.
I will talk to you later. I'm going to jump off for a sec. Sorry, mate. Yeah, that's fair enough. Take care.
The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
And thank you. I shall keep it secret. So I shall keep it secret forever, which is what the Keepers want. But so now we're going to go for the somewhat good, which is keep it secret for now.
I plan to keep it a secret for now. But in time, when I'm ready, I plan to tell those I trust everything and accept their help.
I believe that is what Miriam would have wanted. We should trust in others. If anyone can rise to this challenge, my friend, it is you.
Alright, it's time for Ranrock.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built
Alright, little eggs, what are you on about?
It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock.
Yeah, but it doesn't, because wizards filled your repository. If anything, you own the container, not the contents.
This.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you're two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Oh no. What's it doing? Stupid fat goblin. It's a good click. I'm not sure that came through, but that was good. Everyone has to answer to someone, regardless of what your kind is. Oh damn! Right, let's see what we can do here against Ranrock. Defeat Ranrock. Right, we've got 23 heals, which is good. We have all three colours. Oh shit. Can't lock on 20. Ah. What colour are you? Purple one? Yeah. Yeah, right, we'll do two. I won't go mad with them. Also, before we carry on, I did actually upgrade my clothes, as you can see here. Increased damage from Ancient Magic. This one's a level 2, so my magic, Ancient Magic meter fills faster. Increased damage of all my spells, that's also a level 3 outfit. That's level 2, that's level 1. Hello. Hello, this one's level 1, and we take decreased damage from Dark Wizards. Increased damage, so it greatly increases damage to cursed targets. That one hasn't been upgraded at all. That one's also level 3, and greatly decreased damage from goblins. So I don't know if this actually affects Ranrock, because he's technically a dragon now. Oh, did I get the black arrow? It. I like it. I like it when it blends in together. So you can't Avada Kedavra him, but can you curse him?
You protected yourself again. Not for long.
There we go, right. Yeah, I don't want to go mad using all of my ancient magic attacks. Never mind.
You can't stop me!
Yeah, Ranrock. What colour are you going for there then, son? Red? Yeah! I really hate that attack. I feel like you should have the option, like... It's because you have to dodge backwards for it, and my natural instinct is to dodge sideways. So as you've seen there, I shouldn't have died because I dodged, but I did die because I'm an idiot and I dodged wrong. Jump also! that red again?
Don't like that very much, do you?
No. Snap that. That one's definitely, yeah. Ah, what the hell happened then? Motherfucker, man! Oh my god! Hello, Hastrika, how's it going? How has it been? It has been a while. Alright, I'm trying, but you keep spitting fireballs at me. Right, we'll do the ancient magic at him twice this time, just to hurt him. Ah. Right, I'm not sure if we can actually curse him. But if I can. Ah. There we go. Peacefully. It has, and I'm sorry for neglecting. It's all good. You got life you need to attend to. I understand. You've come back just in time to see the end of my second playthrough for Hogwarts Legacy. I streamed it 2 times back to back. I am a nerd. Oh. I missed. That one. Missed again. That one. There we go. Oh, come on. For fuck's sake. Alright. Ignore the big dragon, man. There we go. Yeah! I will check that message. No, I'll just do that. My evenings tend to be rather busy these days. Mostly with practice and so on. Island is all sorted out to move in there in early September. Oh, awesome! I am glad to hear that. That'll be an amazing experience. God. There we go. Aha! Ah. Didn't mean to do that, you can't do it with it. Give him one of those, give him the business, so to speak. But yeah, I can imagine being accepted, practice is going to be very much at the forefront of your minds.
You think you can stop me?
Yeah, I do. I currently kind of am a little bit. Fall back to the key. Yeah, go. Then blue. Oh, what do you know? Honestly, game. Another use of my ancient magic would be greatly appreciated right about now. you do get to pick your wizarding family. Bulma Weasley. Or is that just a name? Oh, so this is my 4th character. Technically 7th character if we're being picky about it, but you can make 4 characters, so 1 for each house. And just for this one, I made my I wanted to name my character Merlin Dumbledore, because I got the Merlin robe, but the game wouldn't let me name my character Dumbledore, so I named them Merlin Gaunt. And Gaunt is the family that's descended from Slytherin, and Voldemort is a descendant of the Gaunts, or the final living, the last living Gaunt, I believe. But then I wanted to do a video where I show you all 4 of the common rooms, and the male characters aren't allowed to go into, like, the boys aren't allowed to go in the girls' dormitory area, but the girls can go into the boys' dormitory area. So I recreated the character, so I could show you the boys and girls side of the Hufflepuff common room. And I didn't know what to name the character, because I was going to name it Evie, but she said not to name the character after her if people were going to see it in stream. So I thought it'd be fun to name my character Weasley, and I decided Bulma because of Dragon Ball. Also because Evie said not to name it Evie, as I already said. But no, my character's, like I say, she's actually a Hufflepuff, so I'm not even in Gryffindor like a good Weasley would be. And sadly, the AI don't acknowledge your name, because there is actually a Weasley in the game, 2 of them, and none of them acknowledge that we have the same last name. I think I got him. But you've actually joined me in time for the final boss fight. So I'm literally about to complete the game. Yeah, have that Grand Rock. Or a Grand Cock. No bed. Where there is a canonical Weasley who becomes an accountant. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the Weasley who became a scarecrow. Or a pumpkin. So yeah, so I picked the mostly good ending. There's 4 endings where you can pick very good, mostly good, or kind of, I think it's like good A and good B, and then bad A and bad B, or bad and very bad. Let's have a look what happens here. Yeah, so the 2 good options have Professor Fig come and help you. Why do you have a pumpkin on your head? Oh, it's a it's like a transform hat. You can, like in Diablo, you can change how your stuff looks. And I unlocked this one for doing something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was collectible based, finding collectibles. Come on, Bulma, you can do it.
You are stronger than you know.
Mate, I've never thought I weren't strong. What's going on about? I am Jack the Pumpkin King. Yeah, so the 4 endings you can have is either sealing away that power for good, sealing it away until you're ready to reveal it, which is what we chose here, destroying it, which is also bad according to the keepers, or keeping it for yourself, which is what I did in my first streamed playthrough.
Miriam would have loved you, my young friend.
Okay, I think this ending is exactly the same as the other good ending.
Could not be in more
It's a bit disappointing.
capable hands.
The devs worked so hard to give us beautifully realistic animated faces, and you go and hide them under a sodden pumpkin, barbarian. Alright, I'll take the pumpkin off. They went out of their way to make this pumpkin also, you know. I'm sure they love the fact that a man of culture such as myself is wearing the pumpkin. Oh, look at that snow. Hogwarts in the winter. Is there anything better?
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you.
So this man here, the headmaster, I believe he's like the great-grandfather or the great-great-grandfather of Sirius Black. Or maybe great-great-great, but he is a direct relative of Sirius Black. And one of his sons' name is Sirius, so Sirius Black is named after his child.
Was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts, and of course, to his wife Miriam, who we lost much too soon as well.
We didn't get to see enough of Professor Black.
Yeah.
Professor Fig.
Professor
the
Weasley.
best of all of us.
You love to see it.
He could be
She should have been more
deviously
ginger,
clever,
really.
Possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind.
It's not her hair colour's not strong
Was
enough.
the most
Maybe it's
loyal
because she's
friend.
older, going a bit more grey, perhaps. The colour, like the saturation of her hair,
It was
is
his remarkable courage, for
lowering, I
which we
suppose.
will all be forever
Or the
indebted
colours
to him.
dilute in with age. I'm not sure if
Not for
that's how it
Professor
works
Fig.
for ginger people, or just the hair just turns grey all of a sudden. But we'll just pretend it's slowly becoming
I can
less
say
grey
with
over time.
confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today.
Hey, that was because of me.
Those that knew him best will agree
Why do people
that we
keep
must
sharing
now
my
honour
look at
him
the pumpkin?
as only Hogwarts can.
Oh, I love it.
Wisely, resourcefully, justly,
Oh goddamn,
and
so
bravely
good.
facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig.
To Professor Fig. So have you seen much about this game then, Hastriger? Also, I'm not sure if you will be free when the time comes, but when Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth come out, I plan on doing playthroughs for them. If you wanna check out those, or hang out with me for the first
Glad
playthroughs.
Weasley spoke for Fig. She honoured him.
Yeah,
He'll be
she
well
did.
remembered. I only wish we could have done the same for Solomon Sallow. I need to go and see Anne soon.
Ominous,
This
there's
is the
something I
third.
need to tell you.
Fair enough.
It's to do with Victor
Phenomenal
Rookwood.
game.
I heard a rumour that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
If it wasn't for
true, and I
Tears of the
did.
Kingdom, I think this
But
would
it's not
almost certainly be my
Just
game
before
of the year.
Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should
I've
be
seen,
seen.
I've seen a little bit. I'm
Wait,
avoiding
what
the
are you
trailers.
saying?
I don't want to
It
have too
wasn't one
much
of Ranrock's
spoiled, or
loyalists who
not spoiled,
cursed
but
Anne.
revealed
It
for
was
me.
Victor
From
Rookwood.
what I've seen, it
It
looks
was
absolutely
Rookwood all
amazing.
This can't be. The night Anne was cursed,
Like,
all she
graphically,
saw
the
were
game
goblins.
looks
You see,
insane. I
since
don't
Feldcroft
like
was of interest to
that.
Ranrock, it became of interest to Rookwood as
I
well.
can't remember the actor's name
That's
now.
why
Troy
Rookwood was there the
Baker.
night Anne was
I
cursed.
really like Troy
He was
Baker, but I'm
working
kind
with
of
Ranrock,
burned out in hearing
saw
him in
Anne.
everything.
Well,
And he
didn't
calls
want anyone to
Ifrit
know.
Ifrit, which kind of bugs me, because it either means I've been saying Ifrit's name wrong this whole time, and I have to come to terms with its his name or its name is actually Ifrit, or I'm gonna have to listen to someone say it wrong the entire playthrough, and it's gonna bug me either way.
I spoke with Black. Sebastian's with the headmaster now, but perhaps there's a way to get word to him.
Come
when I
forth,
find out, I'll send an
Bahumat!
owl.
You know, it's just like Ifrit. It doesn't sound right. Oh, I tell you, it's a gorgeous game. Like, in many ways, the way this game feels a lot like Fable to me, because they're both very British games, which I love. I've made this complaint many times, which I'm not sure. Like I said, this is the first time you've seen it, so I'm not sure how you would feel about it. But my biggest complaint about this game, of which I have very few, congratulations, you have completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your year. With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide progress, explore the world, finish any remaining relationship storylines and side quests, and complete your field guide as you see fit. Right, so we are going to just go straight in for the House Cup here, because we have actually finished, I believe, all of the relationship storylines. And we've hit the required level 34. Yeah, well, but that's a common problem with English, and it's horrid spelling. For years, no one knew how to pronounce it. Oh, yeah, because it's Tidus, but it's still Tidus to me.
I have news about Sebastian.
Because Tidus just sounds stupid.
As soon as you can.
And I still don't think Tidus is correct, because T-I-D, like tidy, or tide, like in the ocean, it's tide. So it can't be Tidus, because surely Tidus is how someone who is not a native speaker would imagine it's spelt. But if you use English words as a baseline, the name should be Tidus. Hello there, Peeves. Yeah, we'll have a little walk around the castle while we go to this next quest, so you can see how gorgeous the castle is. I'd pronounce it Ifrit. So you would say Ifrit like he does in the game. Oh god. Oh no. No, it's two I's though, isn't it? Isn't it I-F-R-I-T? Ifrit. There's no E, like it's double I. Why would you pronounce the second I different to the first one? Like, the easiest solution to the problem is when they created the game initially. Oh, cool, we get to turn in the Poppy quest as well. So we're going to turn in these quest lines, then finish the game. Those who disagree point to the Japanese name, which definitive... Yeah, but then if that's how it's spelt in Japanese, they should have translated it with that spelling in English. But also, not all names in different languages need to be pronounced the same way, I guess.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Like, you know, there's probably tons of games in different languages that have completely different spellings and completely different pronunciations. I would imagine, anyway. I can't think of an example off the top of my head now that I say it, but if they wanted you to call it Ifrit, they should have spelt it with a double E in English, not with an I. And now I'll show you some of the cool stuff in the game as... Oh, there was a bit of a jitter there. As we go to turn in these quests. You can just hop on a broom and fly. And you can just maneuver around the castle here. Oh yeah, or at least the sound English spells double E. Yeah, but double E in English, like speed, is with two E's, not with an I. So it, like, if the correct spelling is Ifrit, I might say it. I probably won't, but I will acknowledge that I am saying it incorrectly. But I maintain that I guess Squaresoft at the time should have just spelt it the way how they wanted people to say it, not spell it differently and then be like, oh yeah, you're saying it wrong. Anyway, for me, those names are always filtered through German first, which is far more consistent. Yeah, I just wish it was consistent in all the languages.
Thank you for coming.
So it's okay, Ominous.
I received your owl. What's happened with Sebastian?
He's been expelled, and will soon face trial at the Ministry. Although Anne wanted to turn him in, I think now she's torn. I confess I know how she feels. As much as we all wanted Sebastian to face the consequences of his actions, It will never be
As
the
for
same without
Ifrit, the name
Just
is derived
standing here in the
from
Undercroft without Sebastian feels wrong.
Ifrit, Arabian fire demons. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Again, see, but when you look at it with double I, it's clearly Ifrit, not Ifrit. What's this? I know what you
I
mean.
never thought things would end this way. I hope we did the right thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. Like my only problem with this game
about Rookwood cursing
is
was.
the fact that
Black
this
let me
game,
talk to
when you
Sebastian
think of it
before he left.
like properly now, this
First he wouldn't
game
believe
is set in
and
Scotland
he realized it all made
in
sense.
1890.
Unfortunately, his anger
And
only
half of the
grew
teachers
towards
in this
goblins
game
and
aren't British.
dark wizards.
And it's like, it
Anne
just
was
doesn't
shocked
feel like a
too,
British school to me, which
but
is
in some sense relieved to know
my
the
only
truth about
real
who was
complaint. I got
responsible.
other like minor
I think
ones
it
that
brought
I'll
us some
moan about
peace.
here and
I'm
there,
glad to hear
but they're
it.
not like
She deserves
legitimate
peace.
complaints.
She
But my
does.
actual complaint for the game is,
Sebastian was my
I guess, because of the whole thing with J.K. Rowling and people
can't
calling her
imagine
transphobic and stuff, the
anywhere
developers
without
felt
him.
more
I
pressure
know
to
you two
really
had grown
diversify the
close,
game.
that you were helping each other with
So
more
like
than
the
just finding a
caretaker
cure
is
for Anne.
Korean, you
He never
got
gave
your flying
specifics, but I
teacher
know
who's
it was
Japanese,
important.
the
He meant
beast teacher I think is
means
also Korean,
a lot to
your
us both.
charms teacher is Indian,
I hope we get the chance to tell him
astronomy
that one day.
teacher is
I
Indian,
know we had a
the
big
divination
rocky
teacher is
start, but
African.
You've proven yourself
Like,
as a friend.
you know, and
I'm
through
glad
my
you came to
experience of
Hogwarts.
going through a British schooling system, that's not even remotely what it was like at all. I'm pretty sure 100% of my teachers, from what I can remember, were all British. And off the top of my head, I can only think of one teacher who was of colour. And it was in my primary school, Mrs. Rinaldi, who's still one of my favourite teachers I've ever had. So like, for me, and I'm pretty sure, well, for everyone who went through the same schools as I did, it's not very British in terms of them just really wanting to diversify it, which I understand, because today's audience apparently hates it when stuff are accurate to the period and to the location. It just feels weird, because I remember seeing a thing about it where apparently at this time in real life there was a massive conflict going on between India and the UK. And you could argue that in the wizarding world that's a Muggle problem, but I'm pretty sure if, like, you know, the British, I can't remember which way around it was, but I think it was probably the British massacring Indians. I'm pretty sure the Indian teachers would not come to a British school, considering they're aware that the British Muggles are massacring the Indian Muggles, you know? So it's just like, it just feels a bit odd. And also, in 100 years' time, when you watch the movies, all diversity in the school just disappears, and then it just feels a bit strange. Like, what happened to all the diversity? All the teachers became white British people.
Gareth. Do you have
Yeah, I know who it is. Go away, Gareth. Well, it's the wizarding world. It may be why people go for the long eye. Well, it is the wizarding world. They do things differently there. I wouldn't look for realism in the Potterverse, which has really crappy world building anyway. Well, but you say that, but the realism of Harry Potter is very much British. Like, when they filmed the movies, J.K. Rowling was adamant that all people that get hired be either English or Scottish.
Just the person I was
Not
hoping to
Irish,
see.
sorry. So there
I
was
see Doran
consistency
finally
with
convinced you to
who
leave
was
the
in the
Snidgets.
movie.
If anyone
Unless the
can keep them
movie
out of
had a
poached
character
hands,
that
it's
was
essentials.
specifically like
And
African
I wanted to
or
thank you
Indian
when the poachers
or
ambushed
Mexican
us.
or whatever. The characters were
it was
all
nice
of the
not to
same
face them alone.
nationality. I was happy to help a friend.
Of course.
So,
It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose
and,
so.
and I feel like
I
there
am
was a
glad you
very
came to Hogwarts.
consistent
It's
sort
already
of
been my
world building
best year.
theme within the
I
Harry
wouldn't want to
Potter
repeat of Hauntown
movies and
Hall,
the
of
books.
course, but I
When
did
they went,
enjoy the
when they
Three
spread
Broomsticks.
out to the
Had no
Fantastic
idea how
Beasts,
lovely
it kind
it
of
was
went a
there.
bit tits
Had
up
you never
then.
been to the Three Broomsticks?
But
I used to
even if
spend
it
most of my
isn't
time
the
with
best, or
Highway.
in your opinion,
And well,
not the best,
I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs
this
popping
movie
in for a
feels that this
butterbeer.
game feels like it
Highway's
does
the only one I
quite a
would've
bit
gone
go
with.
against
Oh, Gran, of
the
course.
established lore of the books. Highwing, you should widen your circle.
Highwing is nice company, but perhaps
It's like with Rings of Power, if you've seen that. Rings of Power has tons of diverse changes in the world of Middle-earth. Despite the fact that it's well established in the lore, Middle-earth is essentially a fantasy version of Europe. That's why everyone there was white for the time period that it's set in. There are other continents in the world of Lord of the Rings because Middle-earth is just one continent, it's not the whole world. There are other continents with people who would be the equivalent of Africans and, you know, darker skinned people. But it just feels like people nowadays are too lazy to make a consistent theme and to make things realistic. Like Naruto is... he beat the shit into him again. Like Naruto, if you look at that, it's technically like all... I suppose it's a world, but I always viewed Naruto as just Japan as a whole. But then, you know, there's like the 5 main villages, and the different villages do have slight differences. Like one of the villages is primarily dark-skinned black people, because I guess where they are in the world. Or maybe this, because it wouldn't be, oh, they felt pressure to be more diverse, because, you know, Japan doesn't care for that stuff. It just made sense from a world-building perspective, I guess. Where's the... Oh no, I gotta talk to Professor Weasley first, haven't I? And... I don't know, like I say, it's not a serious complaint, because I don't really have any complaints of a serious manner for this game. For me, it's a 10 out of 10 game. I think it's not perfect, because no game is, but you know, I'd put it up there with well, I could just name games, but you know, like in the masterpiece caliber of games for me. It's just a bit annoying, I suppose, the sort of the double standard of it, because if this game was a Marvel game set in Wakanda, they would not be going out of their way for diversity. They'd be saying that, well, Wakanda is in Africa, so there wouldn't be white people here. So it's just the like, you know, the double standard and sort of the hypocrisy of it that kind of annoys me. It doesn't take away from the game. I don't like the game less because of it. It's a bit annoying that if it was the other way around, it wouldn't happen. But either way.
Revelio.
Oh. No, go on, no, just ignore it. We'll finish. Also, what's your thoughts on this cat? Because I'm not sure how I feel about the meows in this game. They're very weird. Right. What's your opinion? It misses the M. It doesn't go meow. It says meow. It's really odd, and I don't get... Like, I'm guessing they just messed up the recording, or maybe when they transferred it into the game, they messed up. I've seen better cats. Have you heard better cats, though?
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
It looks kinda rubbery.
We haven't had a chance to
yeah, I
speak
suppose the fur doesn't look the most realistic. Oh my
Hogwarts
god,
won't be
her
the same
vase is a
without
giant
her.
chest
No,
piece.
it won't.
Or at least the top
But
section
I can
of it
assure
is.
you that he would want us to press on.
I've never noticed
and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands
But yeah, like I
like
say,
yours.
it's not like a serious
Thank you,
complaint. It's
Professor.
more just...
You've had quite a year.
If
both
it was a different
inside
country,
and
they would
outside
have
of
respected
I've
the country
heard all
more.
sorts of rumours. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin.
I have driven a
rescued
graphorn.
hippogriffs. And I don't even want to know the truth behind the rumours that you visited Azkaban.
Oh, I did visit
It's harder to
Azkaban.
keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found
You're all a
such
bunch
good
of
friend in Miss
gossiping
Sweeting. It's nice
people,
to see her engaging more
shall
with
we
her
say.
classmates. There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately. If the centaurs are to be believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide.
But yeah,
May I see it?
I
Of
would
course.
definitely recommend, if you have the free time when this game comes out on the Switch, that you consider giving it a bash. Like I say, I don't think any game is going to be better than this year, except for Tears of the Kingdom.
What do
I
you
think it's the
Professor?
only game
I
that's
think
going to
you've been busy this
definitively
year.
surpass
I
it.
see some progress here, but quite a bit of your
Like, you know, the two
field
Final
guide has yet
Fantasy
to be
games will be
completed.
close.
Fortunately, you do
Jedi
have
Survivor,
some
I think,
time
will
to
be
prepare for
close.
your
The Dead
OWLs.
Space remake is
I will
pretty close
confess,
as well.
I had a sense
Fire
about you
Emblem
from that
Gauge
first
is
moment
also
you
a
came
fantastic
bursting
game.
in, late
But there's just
to
something
the
about this
sorting
one that just
ceremony.
keeps it
I am
a
pleased
step
to
above
see
those other
that my
games, and
instincts were
obviously
correct.
3 of them haven't
To
come out
think
yet,
you've
so I
only
can't
been
say
with
for
us a
sure.
year and
But I
you're
believe it will
already
be.
taking your OWLs. Well, it's
Tears of the
nothing short
Kingdom
of
comes out on the
astonishing.
12th of May.
Thank you, Professor.
And I cannot
for everything.
wait.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, May.
I
12th
look
of
forward
May.
to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
I can't remember when Final Fantasy comes out though, but I can't wait for that as well. That's going to be amazing. Alright, the House Cup, the final mission of the game.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Yeah, honestly though, this game is so good because not only do you have like this amazingly in-depth Hogwarts castle, you got Hogsmeade, which if you want I can show you a little, have a little wander around Hogsmeade to show you that if you'd like before ending the stream. But then you also get this huge open world. Like, and it's a pretty darn big world as well. Which when you actually run around the castle and you realise how much detail and love and care they've put into creating this castle, it's insane. It's kind of like when you play the Lego Harry Potter games and you walk around the castle and you kind of got like a bare bones-ish version of the castle. It's really big, but but there's not too many secrets in the castle. But then when you go into levels, they kind of flesh out the areas a little bit more. This game's castle is kind of like that all the time. And it's just crazy how amazing it is. And the fact that you can just hop on your broom and just fly. So you got the boathouse down here, where Snape was killed in the final movie. You can hop in there as well. I wonder if you'll be lucky and you'll get to see the Kraken. No, not Kraken. The giant squid. Sometimes a giant squid appears by here. I think it's going to be childish and you won't see it though. What if we jump on this platform by here? Or platform, you know. See if we'll get it to appear. Because there's a quest you can do if you play as a Slytherin, where you get to go inside this cave by here. Which I can go into it, but you can't see all of the cave as anything other than a Slytherin. Nah. It wants to be childish. It doesn't want to reveal itself to us today. There's a few things like that, like sort of these random instances that happen in the overworld that you can see. There's a few places where you can just find a dragon flying by. The Hogwarts Express can drive past, going through Hogsmeade Station at certain points. And you can also see like the students playing about. You can see the ghosts going about their business. Oh, he's putting on the levitating hat. You can also find students getting shouted at by howlers. Like, it's just all sorts, you know, just the game is just so much fun to just run around and explore. I love it.
Hey, it's me, Gareth.
Gareth, go away. I don't care. Leave me alone. Oh, hello, Peeves. Right, you're a Ravenclaw. You're supposed to be smart. She hasn't even got a real unicorn. I got 3. think it was free anyway. I got at least 2 unicorns, possibly a third one. Oh, you also got you got your room of requirement, which is kind of like a little Animal Crossing sort of build your own house sort of experience. You got more space than what you do in Animal Crossing, but there's not as many options as what there is in Animal Crossing, at least the new one anyway. Oh, I forgot to take off the pumpkin. My bad. Hi, Poppy. Jess, are you excited then for Ireland in September?
This year we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. Allow me to finish. The loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff.
Yeah, loyalty.
The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And the ambition of Salazar Slytherin.
But he even says it evilly.
This year's
Salazar Slytherin.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may.
You may not. Sit down, woman.
One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts.
It's me. It's me. It's talking about me.
Not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework as a new student, no less.
It's a shame this game doesn't acknowledge you using the unforgivable curses. Because
Well,
realistically,
it
I
would
should
seem
be
that it
expelled for
certainly
using
merits,
Avada Kedavra in front of
say,
the teachers.
100 points to their house.
Hufflepuff!
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley. I suppose we have our winner.
Yeah, buddy. That's right, Hufflepuffs, you can pay me later for making you all win. Actually, that is one small complaint, I suppose. The game feels very small. Like the school, they focus too much on a couple of characters and they don't just give you all hail the Scarecrow. You're damn right. The game should have included loads of just generic students, because it feels very small. Like, our year was about 10 students, which doesn't feel right. There's only 7 years, so you would not need a castle that big for 70 students, you know? There should have been about 50, 60 students in my year at least. Especially since this school pools wizarding children from all over the UK. You know? Is that like 5 people cheering? It was, yeah. And the worst part about it is they weren't even all Hufflepuffs. There was Gryffindors and stuff in there who were like, "Yay, I lost! Congratulations, you!" They should all be sat there like, "Ugh, god damn it!" Like in the movies, when Slytherin wins before Albus Dumbledore comes in, like, "Ah, yes, I have some last-minute points to award." Everyone's gutted except for Slytherin. They landed, and when Albus comes in there swinging his 50 points for Gryffindor and all this jazz, Slytherin are devastated that they lost. But in this game, no one cares that they lose. It's really weird. And it does feel like the game, again, I got like little complaints, like I say, it doesn't affect the game that much. But in terms of what has already been established in the canon, it's a bit weird. Like, the game goes out of its way to not portray students as stereotypical. As in, Slytherin students aren't all evil or mean or sort of more on the negative side, despite the fact that that's literally why they got put in the house, because they're ambitious. They will do anything to progress in life, even if it means fucking over a friend. that's kind of how it goes to be there. You know, and the Ravenclaws are all generally very intelligent. But then, as you've seen, that one Ravenclaw was trying to cheat off another one. So it just feels weird that they kind of go out of their way to not make it seem like, oh, you know, we don't stereotype the students, but you should, because that's the whole purpose of the 4 houses. You get put into one of the 4 because of that's how your personality is. Your personality works perfectly in one of the 4. So you're kind of a stereotype of sorts. Yeah, I agree, like the books, but I think it's because just like in this game, the books only focus on a couple of them. They don't focus on all of them. Like, it's well established in the canon that Merlin, like, you know, Merlin from King Arthur and stuff, he is part of the wizarding world, and he is a Slytherin, and he is known for being incredibly kind, for doing loads of good work to, like, you know, improve relations between Muggles and wizards. So not all Slytherins are evil. They're all ambitious. They all dream big and will do anything to achieve their goals, essentially. Just in the books, they only focus on the few, so you just see the worst of them. Because, like, I suppose it's the same that not all Gryffindors are brave, but there's other qualities that dictate a Gryffindor, not just being brave. But it feels like in this game, there's no standout. Like, every one of these characters could be in any house, because there's nothing about them that really stands out as being part of their exact house, if you know what I mean. I will just skip the rest of this now, because there's no more fun pictures to look at. And also, you got a fact as well, in the books, especially the earlier books, they were more catered to a younger audience. So J.K. Rowling didn't make it more complex because the younger audience isn't really gonna understand. And as the books progress, they kind of get a bit more complex. Whether that's good or bad is irrelevant, but, you know, like, they go from being more kids' books to at least teen books by the end. Or you can also you can go into the kitchen, and sometimes you can see the food disappear because they teleport the food from down here up to the Great Hall where the kids would start eating. So look, this is the house elves' homes.
Revelio.
What else we got here? Let's pilot. Oh, the house elf cleaning isn't currently cleaning. That's weird. There's usually one up on there cleaning the dishes. But yeah, I agree with you that people are more complex, but in many ways, kids aren't. Like, I feel like, especially in my days in school, if a kid was an arsehole, 9 times out of 10 they would act like an arsehole. Very rarely did they switch up and be nice today. They generally acted the same.
Someone with the initial S.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool, because I do have a quest for Serona Ryan. So that is someone who needs my help, whose name begins, or whose initial is an S. That's cool. No, but like, what I mean is, I feel as though the students should have fit the criteria that the game sets for you. Like, I can't remember what they are, but for each house there's 3 keywords that they give you. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but I think like Hufflepuff is hard-working, loyal, and something else. So, you know, the Hufflepuff students should have sort of fit that criteria a little bit more. Because they all just seem like students. None of them kind of felt different from each other. Right, enough. I'm just like waffling on at this point. But yeah, so that is the end of the playthrough. No more Hogwarts Legacy, unless they release a DLC for the game, and if they do, I will see you then. As for tomorrow, I'm going to be playing the DLC for Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village. I meant to play that when it came out in like November or whenever it came out. I just completely forgot about it. So we're going to be doing that now. The time has finally come. And then on Friday we're going to be doing the remake of Resident Evil 4, which will be very fun because I've never played Resident Evil 4. I've heard tons of great things about it, of course, you know, with it being the game that revolutionized the franchise. But I've just never played it myself. I was considering doing a playthrough of the digital version that they added to Xbox a while back, but when I was getting around to doing it, they announced, or rumours of a remake started coming about, so I thought I'll hold off and see if they actually do the remake, which they are. So I'll be playing, doing those two, and then when I've finished with that, I'm going to be doing, finishing off my playthrough of Star Ocean, because I keep delaying that, and I need to finish Star Ocean so out of the way. And then I'll probably play some Atomic Heart. And if I still have, you know, if I've completed all those before Jedi Survivor comes out, we'll see what else I haven't ever gone back to finishing. Well, you managed to make a Resident Evil fun for me already. I can't promise I'll be around as regularly as I used to, but I'll try. Well, like I say, it's all good. I understand you have things to do. You know, you have your own life, so it's all good. Any time that you're free to come by, it would be amazing to see you and have a chat. Well, not, I suppose technically not see you, but you know what I mean. Have a chat, hang out. And yeah, Resident Evil should be fun. Also, I'm also doing a playthrough for Dead Space Remake on Impossible difficulty. I just need to finish the game on hard to unlock Impossible. I think. Or maybe I can only do Impossible on New Game Plus if I complete it on hard first. But I'm currently replaying the game to finish it on hard, so I can do that. So I got a few things that I want to play through, and Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space on the PlayStation, so you can see me if I get scared, which will definitely happen at one point. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the playthrough and enjoyed this video in particular. And it was great talking with you again, Hastrika. It's been quite a while, so I'm glad to hear that you've been doing well and things have worked out nicely for you in terms of what's it called, with your music, going to Ireland to study and stuff. So I'm really glad for you and really happy that that's worked out well. And hopefully I will see you sooner than like 2 or 3 months, however long it was since we last talked. But yeah, it may not have been that long, but it's been a while. So yeah, take care, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye now. And next time I won't be talking about my grievances with Harry Potter. Will it be just more of a fun chat about the game that we're talking about, not me talking about the few negatives I have with a game. See you soon, I hope. Same here. Take care.